If I was to put my head under there to try to pick up his back legs, he'd probably kick my head off. He's already kicked my leg, and that was just me standing up right next to him and just rubbing him, petting him on his back. So good thing that I was right up next to him. If I was a little bit further back, it could have been a lot worse. But because I was right up next to him, he was getting really defensive, extremely defensive. And he's having a hard time turning loose to the human. But at that time, I just happened to be rubbing his back, and I was watching his expression, so I wasn't looking at his back, his hind leg. I was looking at his face, watching his facial expression. I could tell that he was bothered, but I was just trying to get him more comfortable with being touched. And it wasn't our first day. You know, we already been working on it for almost 2 weeks. And he just happened to get a hold of my leg and kind of just pushed it out of the road. I kind of got a little bit of a bruise, but because I was up close, he pretty much just pushed me out of the road. So yeah, I don't trust his back end. And he's been a challenge because I have been working a lot on just getting him more comfortable with the human back there, getting him more comfortable about being touched, with my tools first, and then me. And he's extremely protective of his hind end. He's very defensive about it. I think he has some baggage with his history. I know he has not had very good experiences with humans, and I just heard this yesterday that his gelding process it was a wreck. That's what I was told. That when he was gelded, sounded like he had quite a bit of trauma. So I think he has some baggage with that. That's why he's so protective of his hind end. So after 2 weeks, I should be able to be back there and petting on his rump, petting on his back legs. And I'm not there yet. So he's a challenge. I can pick up his front feet, clean out his front feet. I could probably trim his front feet, but his back legs, I just can't get to them yet. Now, I can use the rope. I have used the rope on him, and he's comfortable with the rope. So I don't think it's necessarily just about the touch, but also the approach. So when I go to touch him with my stick or flag, which he knows these tools very well, he kicks at them. And when I first started doing it, he would violently kick at them. So he's good with the rope, but the stick and the string, I think it's more the approach, not necessarily just the touch. Because like the stick and string, it's more predatorial, like it's coming at him. That's what I think what's going on. Because he's fine with the rope. I can lay the rope on him. I can put the rope on his leg. He'll yield to him. And he's okay about that. But when it comes to the stick and the stick and my flag, let me do my stick first because he's being a little reactive to my flag. So let me start with my stick. You can come off of that a little bit better too. I did get him a new halter, so I do need to change out my halter. So, I've already been working with him for a few minutes, and I've already been petting him with this, and he's still being reactive to it. And this is our second week. When I run my stick down, you can see his back leg is cocked, and that's not because he's relaxed. That is a defensive posture. So his hind leg like that does not mean that he's relaxed. His head is elevated. That's a defensive posture. He's ready to flee if he needs to. And this is our second week in, and this is something that we've been doing quite a bit. We alternate between exercises like that, confidence building, standing still, being in touch, accepting the human. But we also have been doing some yield. So we go back and forth, doing confidence building, yields, and, keep going back and forth. So I have to take it slow with him, and it's good that I have the time that it takes with him. There's no rush with him, so I'm just going to take it slow. I'm in no hurry. I am no hurry to get hurt. So he's making improvements. It is slower than I want, but, whatever time it takes, it takes. He's got a lot of baggage. And he's hadn't had very good experiences with humans, so I'm having to work around that. But yeah, I'll keep you updated on his improvements, and hopefully next time you see him, I'll actually be back there picking up his hind legs, rubbing on his rump. So, wish me luck.